Good morning. It is 6:55 and I'm walking. Man, let me tell you. So last night, I did get a Garmin last night from Hollywood. I forgot I had turned my Garmin off. He had actually messaged me before I did my video. I just didn't see it till later. When I realized I had turned it off, I turned it back on and I had a message from him telling me where they were. So they stopped 5.2 behind where I got to. And he said, I'll catch up today. I don't know if they will though, because 5 is a good bit to catch up on. Let me turn this around real quick. Look at that. Morning sun coming up there. So, it was very enjoyable camping with Candace last night. We had a long conversation through the tents about nothing really, just hiking and the trail and whatnot. Then, let's see. Right before I went to sleep, there were some like lightning flashes, like in the distance, but no thunder. I'm like, was that lightning? She's like, I think so. So she said that at like 11:30 or 12, which I was fast asleep, she said it was like a lightning show off in the distance and it was constant. And she said there was no thunder, just lightning. Then a little after 5 o'clock this morning, I woke up and you could hear the thundering on the ground from elk walking nearby us. And then they bugled from about 20 after 5 to a little after 6. It was like every 5 to 10 minutes there'd be one big loud bugle. So that was really cool. Never heard that many bugles. Beautiful morning so far, sun shining. I think the high is only 74 or 75 again, but it's supposed to be clearer. Even with being in a cloud, my stuff wasn't as wet as I thought it was going to be. My quilt is a little damp, but not bad. If I have an opportunity later in hotter sun, I'll dry it out a bit, but if not, it's not wet enough to worry about. So, don't know exactly what the plan is today. There's like a cabin 29.9 from here. It looks pretty neat. May try to make that, maybe not. Let's just see. Dewey Lake. Alright, you're looking over there, right in front of me at Highway 410 at Chinook Pass. I didn't realize that, I guess, Chinook Pass, and where the PCT crosses the road here, is one of the vehicle entrances to Rainier National Park. So I'm gonna head over here to the trailhead parking area. I don't need to use the restrooms, but I think there's a table or something, so I have a snack, take a break. It is 10 till 10. I just left that parking area. There actually were no picnic tables or anything. I didn't need to use the bathroom, but I went down south on the curb. Kind of acted like I was a normal human for a few minutes. Had some a protein bar and some water. And I talked to 2 gentlemen that were just here visiting Rainier National Park. They stopped me and asked me if I knew how long the trail was, because there's a lot of trails that intersect all through this area. So of course I was like, well, I have no idea. There's lots of trails that cross, but I'm on the PCT. So they had lots of good questions, and we talked about hiking the PCT and through hiking a bit, and I think they were a little amazed that I had walked 2,300 miles, but at the same time, it was the same reaction that we always get. Talk to people like this. They always look at you like you're a little bit crazy, like, and they think maybe you're pulling their leg or something. But that was fun. So I am back on the move. It's a sheep lake, and I need to make a brief stop here and get some water. There's Mount Rainier, poking through right there. This marmot has been screaming since I was up on the top of the pass. Just to hear itself echo in this whole look over here, there's look at that big one right there. That's the biggest one I've seen. All right, it is 10 after 1. I've had a really good cell signal for a while. I've got like full bars of 5G right here because we're around all these ski resorts. I'm at this little mountain top here. Views all 360 around me, a lot of trees, but beautiful spot in the sun here. So my quilt was a little damp. My tent was pretty wet from the rain last night. So I got everything spread out to dry, and I'm gonna take a break, take my lunch break and dry everything out here. So I'll show you that spread, and I'm gonna get me some grub. It is about 20 after 5 p.m. The temp is dropping. We've got, what, 2.5, maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes of daylight left. I'm not sure where I'm gonna stop yet. There's a couple options. Have a good idea, but I'm just gonna play it by ear here for the next hour or two, and I'll keep you posted. This burn zone, I didn't realize it was gonna be this big. We'll have to see what the camping options look like with regard to the burned trees. Okay, this is supposed to be my water source. I mean, it would be slow, but you could collect it. There's an unreliable stream 0.3 up, but someone may put a comment today. Luckily, I was able to update my comments when I had service earlier. There's a comment today that it's flowing. So I'm gonna keep heading. I'm gonna be negative for a minute. I try not to do this, but it really irritates me how many people on this trail we have witnessed like bathing in the water source, like where people get water. So I get to the place where there was water. I did get some good water. But right at the spot where it's marked on the map, where it's like coming streams down in pools for you to collect, there's a man and a woman, probably about 60. They have laundry scattered everywhere. And they're like, oh, are you gonna get water here? I'm like, yeah, it's a marked water source. And the lady goes, oh, well, you may want to try to go upstream or somewhere else because we just put soap in the water. I said, you put soap in the water? And I was as nice as I could possibly be. I asked in an inquisitive way. So I was like, you put soap in the water? She's like, oh yeah, but it's camp soap. And I, polite as I could be, informed them that even camp soap pollutes the water out here. And they just said, oh, they didn't care. They were probably here for a night or the weekend, and they don't care what impact they leave. So, you know, it's all you can do is tell them nicely. I was able to go about 20 feet up from where they were doing all their shenanigans and find a good spot to collect my water. So I got the water and left. But I don't know, it's just one of those things. I've just, on the AT and other shorter trails I've hiked, I've just never seen so many people disrespect the water sources like on this trail. It's sad. But now that you're all watching this and hear me complaining about it, everybody's going to be good stewards of the water, right? So about my camping options. There were a few spots there, but there are already a few tents. The couple I was just talking about were there. They're probably surface shitters too, so I don't want to camp around them. I wasn't ready to stop anyway. But my options now are 0.9 going to Louisiana Saddle, or 4.9. I could get there right at dark or just before, and that'd give me 29.9 for the day. And that's like a cabin that has, you can sleep inside or camp outside, I reckon. There's a reliable stream nearby, and there's a pit toilet there. Being that this is a holiday week, I don't know how many people will be there, and I'd be coming in right around dark. So I don't know, I'm gonna get to this first spot at 0.9 and evaluate. It is 7:05 p.m. I stopped a little early today. I stopped around, I think 6:15 or 6:20, just because I got to this decent camp spot. It was either here or go 4 more. I've already done 26 or 25.9, so I thought, well, if I keep going, I'm just going to get further ahead of Hollywood and CC. So I went ahead and stopped here. I hadn't seen her all day, but the girl I camped with last night, as soon as I got all set up, she came by and she's like, are you stopping? Because we were talking about going up to this cabin. And I was like, well, I haven't seen you all day, and I was done, so I stopped. I got my dinner cooking now. I got some water on the burner here. I messed around a little. I've been here for a while. I messed around trying to put some more tape on my pillow. I don't know exactly where the holes individually are. I was just like kind of smearing duct tape on it, and maybe I get it. I don't know. I have an idea what region of the pillow they were in. So yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm just gonna cook dinner, and in a little bit here I'll edit this video and go to sleep. So if I don't come back and if nothing else exciting happens, I'll go ahead and tell you now. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. I almost accidentally, maybe on purpose, forgot that starting today I have to hang my bear bag, and I got a pretty dang good hang, if I have to say so myself. It's more than 4 feet from any other limb, more than 4 feet down. Bear couldn't climb on that one if it wanted to, and more than 10 feet off the ground. So for the next 223 miles after some point this afternoon, basically the rest of the trail, you either have to carry a bear can or hang your food properly. So I don't have a bear can, so I guess I'm hanging my food. I've not hung my food. That's the first bear hang in 2,345 miles. But I'll do it if it's required. So I know I don't want to hear all the comments about what you think I should do. Ain't nobody hanging food or carrying beer cans when they don't have to. So let me go ahead and show you around my camp too. You can start to see a little bit of the colors of the sky back there, the sunset. And there are some other people right back up there.